Hello everyone, today we'll take a look at the best 4K Blu-ray players in the market for 2023. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I'll try to help you find the right one for your needs. To see the most up-to-date prices and find out more information about these 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray players, you can check out the links in the description below. Let's get started. Number 1. Panasonic DP-UB9000, the best 4K Blu-ray player overall. The DP-UB9000 is Panasonic's flagship 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray player, and it's the model to buy if you have a high-end TV and need something that can really push it to the max. It's beautifully made, enviably specified, and unashamedly premium. The heavy metal build and luxe design mean it feels high-end too. It's not just a pretty face. The DP-UB9000 is also the first UHD deck from Panasonic to support all key HDR flavors: Vanilla HDR10, its dynamic sibling HDR10 Plus, HLG, and Dolby Vision. When we tested the DP-UB9000, we were as impressed by its audio as by its image quality. It boasts high-quality DAC, 2-channel and 7.1-channel analog outputs, and high-res audio support. Toss in a host of smart features, and the UB9000 ticks nearly every box in our book. Naturally, all of these flagship features don't come cheap. However, for those seeking the best Blu-ray playback around and don't mind about it lacking some audio disc support, look no further. In our review, we wrote, its picture performance and overall build quality actually make that lofty price tag look like a steal, while cinematic imagery, full HDR compatibility, and that powerful HDR optimizer make this player a must-have for videophiles. Reasons to buy: fantastic image quality, 4 types of HDR support, powerful HDR display optimizer. Reasons to avoid: no SACT or DVD audio support, not cheap. Number 2. Panasonic DP-UB820, the best 4K Blu-ray player for most people. The Panasonic DP-UB820 is an ideal mid-range 4K Blu-ray player, delivering pretty much every video feature you could want, including full HDR support, but without costing as much as the UB9000 at the top of our list. In our test, we found that this player may be more affordable, but it doesn't skimp on quality. Panasonic's HCX image processing works with a special chroma processor that can smartly turn the 4:2:0 color of Blu-ray into 4:4:4 before it reaches your TV. This is obviously very nerdy stuff, but the end result is the best color reproduction you can find for movies, basically. You've also got a bunch of streaming services built in case you want to use this as your main movie viewing platform. What you're missing compared to the UB9000 above is the tank-like build and the support for some advanced music playback types. But a lot of people won't mind about that at all. We certainly don't. This is good enough to pair with high-end TV, and it comes at a reasonable price. Reasons to buy: top picture quality for the price, full HDR support. Reasons to avoid: no advanced audio disc support. Number 3. Reavon UBR-X100 4K Blu-ray player. The X10 is good, but there are better alternatives. For 4K Blu-ray players, the Reavon UBR-X10 is a new kid on the block, offering a stylish design and solid build quality to those who prefer their UHD decks to look like they mean business. The disc support is fairly extensive, although the X10 can't handle SACT and DVD audio disc, and actual playback is smooth, responsive, and trouble-free. Whether it's CD, DVD, or Blu-ray, Full HD, 3D, and 4K variants, the Reavon is a highly capable digital transport. In our tests, we found that native UHD content looked flawless, and lower resolution material was perfectly upscaled to match today's 4K displays. There's support for HDR10 and Dolby Vision, but not the less popular HDR10 Plus format. Overall, the X10 is a welcome addition to the disc player market that delivers a very solid performance. In our review, we wrote, the X10 ticks all the important boxes with its tank-like construction, flawless playback, extensive features, and quiet operation. However, there's no denying that it falls short when compared to the similarly priced and better specified Panasonic DP-UB9000. Reasons to buy: excellent disc playback, impressive 4K upscaling. Reasons to avoid: no SACT or DVD audio support, no wireless connectivity. Number 4. LG UB90, another cheap 4K Blu-ray player option. This $227 budget Blu-ray player from LG lacks many of the frills found on more expensive models, including universal disc support and analog audio outputs. What it does offer is solid basic disc playback for Ultra HD and regular Blu-rays, DVDs, and audio CD. Basically, the UB90 does all the major things you'd expect from a 4K Blu-ray player, and is affordably priced. A bonus the UB90 offers is built-in streaming over Wi-Fi or Ethernet of Netflix and YouTube. So if your streaming menu is limited to those major players, you can use the UB90 instead of a separate Roku, Fire TV, or Apple TV streaming box or stick. Some reviewers have noted that LG budget player lacks some frills like HDR to SDR conversion, useful when viewing with a regular HD TV and built-in HDR tone mapping. But for its low price, it's hard to complain too much about that. Reasons to buy: dual HDMI outputs, one audio only. Dolby Vision support. Reasons to avoid: no HDR10+, no analog audio outputs. Number 5. Xbox Series X. Not as great for Blu-rays as you might have expected. If you're sussing out a gaming console to play your 4K Blu-rays and DVD, it's worth keeping in mind the Xbox Series X. The Xbox Series X also supports Dolby Atmos audio and Dolby Vision HDR, neither of which you'll find on the PS5, though the Dolby Vision support is limited to streaming services and doesn't extend to the disk drive, hence why the console is so low in this list. You'll only get regular HDR10 over disc. It supports Dolby Atmos audio, including out to headphones, for few, but probably more usefully it passes Atmos or DTS X soundtracks through to your TV to handle when set up properly. We did find that it could be picky about passing DTS X through a TV that doesn't support it to a sound system that does, though. In our test, we also found that the 4K image quality and HD upscaling were both a little weaker from the Xbox Series X than the PS5. Microsoft has added Dolby Vision since we tested the console, but it doesn't support Blu-ray. It's purely for streaming and gaming. So we picked the PS5 if you're serious about playing UHD discs, but you can read more about the Xbox's disc support in our dedicated guide to whether the Xbox Series X is a good Blu-ray player. Reasons to buy: Atmos and DTS X pass-through. Doubles as a game console. Reasons to avoid: no Dolby Vision from Blu-rays, weirdly. Less sharp images than PS5.